you have a loved one that made a journey, we'd like to have you also take part in the grand entry. Come on over and sign your name with, check in with their ayat. And Pichita, Gleason, Hitchin, Pop Sitchin, or you can't go to grand entry, called you can't hitchin, so I just want to share that with you. Well, I'm going to take it over to my Franski Patrick.
Break of thunder, Dear speakers, asking for a good Vietnam veteran song to be our advantage, and when we do come in.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming. For those of you in the crowd, if you have a Vietnam veteran that isn't here, we would like you to come into the grand entry and dance for them. If it's your grandpa, your husband, if they're not in this world and you want to honor them, come to the grand entry line and dance with us. Thank you.
we're gonna go with Thundershakers for the grand entry song. And then the flag song.
How's it going? Huh? How's it going? Oh, pretty good. I'm missing a lot of textbooks I discovered for science. Good deal.
We're not all set.
This is how we're going to go with this grand entry. Thundershakers will have the grand entry song, the flag song, and the Wacipi will. So, Aloha Day at the Untitled. And then we're going to go right into a social dance with Afraid of Thunder. And then we're going to go right into Ridley with the honoring of all of our veterans. Which is Wacipi. You know, this is honoring our Vietnam veterans. I want to thank the Black Bear family, Wokiksuye, my dead Black Bear and the family, for doing this. Also, Dara and family. I also want to thank the St. Francis Indian School, the students that allowing this to take place here in Wokiksuye, Kenny Chucky. And I want to thank the administration, the school board, and Dwayne, all of them.
It always comes in balances everything.
Ray, you'll have the flag song and won't take it okay? It should be still. I'm going to turn it over to my township hat, then we're going to do our grand entry here, have our grand entry. Our veterans are lining up, and Dwayne's going to give us the high sign so we're ready. And all right.
Hey, good to see each and every one of you up there now. The leechers, today we're here to celebrate the Vietnam veteran Wokiksuye, remembering our Vietnam warriors, our veterans in this way. Vietnam War was the longest of all the wars that we participated in as Lakota, men, women. Vietnam War was known as the Second Indo-China War, or also known as the American War. And it went from 1955 to April 30th of 1975 when the fall of Saigon came. And we had a lot of our warriors, my Uncle Dwayne, my relative, Mr. Badmouth, many that went over there. So today we came to celebrate their welcome home in that way. They came home good health. Like I said, it's a war that took a long time. A lot of lives were lost over there. For some of us that served in the military, myself included, I went in right at the end of Vietnam. So I didn't get to see what some of our relatives have gone through sharing. Uncle Dwayne was just sitting here sharing stories a little bit ago. So today we'll have all of you that are sitting up there. You know, we said that if you can read, thank the But if you can read and write and sleep well at night, thank a veteran, such as the Vietnam veteran today that are coming into the grand entry. So we're going to be going to our host drum here. Thunder Shakers, good. Vietnam veteran song. Well, and I'll get you that you have to all our veteran warriors, wars. They're all different songs that commemorate the sacrifices they made. Hey, let all of you stand up right now, brothers and relatives. We bring in our staff and our Vietnam veterans. One on.
stand before we begin our flight song in Wokiksuye. This is a social dance honoring all of our veterans. It goes way back in time of the Little Bighorn Battle, as these songs were composed and all the way up to World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Korea, Panama, Grenada, Desert Storm, all of these wars, the songs that were made for our soldiers to come home. Even our young women participate in the war as a nurse. Even themselves carry a rifle so they can protect themselves. They were also in combat. So before we go to our flag song, I'm going to turn the mic over to my brother-in-law, Ben Blackbear, for the invocation.
Thank you. You have a tuna to play a cheap we travel in international countries, not the ocean, hold the shop. On a high, I have it down, and you have them better be, and Sani and forgot that their money. On a high, Dagu, the garbage up in a high, Wokiksuye the Tata, or taking Oya, who cannot you have, and walk you, we travel in international countries. As something was your hold the shop, the lamp better.
As well, but
thank you. Really, flag song. Thank you, Ridley. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, and staff, we're going to do a song that was composed by many of the singers. Maybe times are okay, yeah, just leave the mic there. The songs were made and also sung by Uncle Percy, Uncle Roy, Uncle Willie, the Red Singers back in many years ago, singing on a special occasion during Veterans. And today we want to honor our Vietnam veterans. I know there are a lot of disgrace, as they say back then. But here in Indian country, here in Rosebud, you're in St. Francis Indian School, they're all one community. Want to say to our Vietnam veterans, welcome home. Thank you for serving the country and serving for our people here and still protecting our people. So welcome home, Vietnam veterans. Thank you. At this time, we're going to turn it over to Ridley for the special songs. Wokiksuye along. A lot of you can come on up and help dance with our veterans and dance with our family. Wokiksuye. Okay.
want to be the two.
I don't want to go back in front of it.
Being changed. Where's our sound man? We need a battery replacement. Come on, all the friends and relatives. Each and every one of you have veterans in your home. Come on over as we do these victory songs. 1, 2. not served. Kayo.
You know, we usually introduce, and we're going to have them introduce themselves. That way they know these veterans, they know who is carrying the staff, who's carrying the flag, who's carrying the Rosebud Sioux Tribal flag, the American flag, the Vietnam flag, the POW flag. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, all the students will have your kind attention, please. Kind attention.
Aho beja piapi. Matho hai beja. Hello, my dear. Vietnam veteran.
I'm Mason Billy. I'm representing my grandpa Dwayne, all over in Vietnam veteran.
My name is Richard Badnam. I was in Vietnam, 1969, and I served with the 75th Rangers, Charlie Company, Delta Company, mainly the ambush trails, 619s.
Let's give it a round of applause.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Darrell Jones, Sr., United States Army. I'm a representative of the 24th Infantry Division. I was in the Grenada era. Wapilataka.
My name is William Trace, U.S. Navy. I was in Desert Storm, U.S. Navy retired.
Let's give it a round of applause.
longest flag.
Let's give it a round of applause.
Good afternoon. My name is Corporal Colonel A, United States Air Force. Glad to be here. Being part of this.
Round of applause.
I am a graduate of St. Francis Indian School. I went into the U.S. Army right after graduation. I served during peacetime. I stand here for my two uncles, Ronald Night Shield, U.S. Marine Corps veteran, Vietnam, Eustace Night Shield, U.S. Army, Vietnam. My brother, Clarence Butch Wacipi, Panama, Wokiksuye.
I served from 82 to 91, airborne long range reconnaissance patrol specialist. Oh.
Give it a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We also got two more Vietnam veterans over here.
Pat Blackout, Vietnam, 6970, 101st Airborne. Vietnam, 7172.
All right, let's give it a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Vietnam veteran.
Hello, my relatives. Today, I want to honor the life of a Vietnam veteran. His name is Francis Pancho Rose, and he was in Vietnam in 1968. And Thorne, you can come up here. I want to hold this picture. The note brought it here, and this is really a remarkable event because this flag that I'm holding.
I choose not to mess with him. Oh yeah? Oh, it's bad.
This flag right here was sent to Gagala Francis Quickbear from his Pacoja poncho. It says, Grandpa Francis, this flag was flown outside my tent in Vietnam. I give it to you to keep, okay? I close here now, poncho. So this is actual correspondence from Vietnam. This flag hung outside the tent of a Sichungu. And all these years, yes, all these years, the grandfather wanted to showcase his taposa. He was so proud, and today it's happening. So thank you very much, and for all the families that came to honor their veterans, I'm very grateful. This is the first time that this has happened for our veterans. Marine Corps veteran Butch Castaway, he told me, he said, no one's ever done anything for the Vietnam veterans until now. If half of the Sichungu population, age 50 and under, is from these men. All the prayers that their parents and their Munji and Gagawa made for them to come home has created this gym of children. And it's really something. We really showcase our athletes when they make it to state. We go crazy. We holler around for them. But when our Vietnam veterans came home and got off the boat in San Francisco, tomatoes were thrown at them. Eggs were thrown at them. They were called baby killers. They were not welcomed home by the Americans. But here on Rosebud, in St. Francis, we honor them with love, with respect. So I want to ask the young warriors who are sitting in the crowd, sitting down in the stands, if you would rise right now and put your hands together for the warriors that brought you here.
introduce himself, but he was the last part of the Vietnam War. We said, so turn the mic over here to Kashi.
Aloha, good afternoon to each and every one of you. I'm very honored to be here with my fellow Marines and fellow veterans. My Uncle Dwayne, a Vietnam veteran, my relative here, Richard. Myself, I served in the United States Marine Corps. I started out in the 2nd Battalion, 4th Marines, 3rd Marine Division in Okinawa, Japan. Then I came back to the 1st Battalion, 2nd Marines, 2nd Marine Division in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. Then I ended my career with the H&S Company. I was with the S2 Department, the Intelligence Department there in the H&S Company. But before we sit down, these veterans, I'm going to play something for each and every one of you, because this is what they had said before they went over to the land of the unknown warrior that they were. So I'm not going to dump off, if you bear with me, I'm going to play this little tribute to all of our Akichitas, Vietnam veterans that we're celebrating today. Yes. today we're very grateful and thankful that some of our relatives are here with us this afternoon. So once again, as they're walking around, or sitting over here, we're going to ask all the veterans to sit over here to the east side when you're done here. We want each and every one of you, you know, you have families that have served, and if it wasn't for them, like they said, the communism, we wouldn't be able to sleep well at nights. Look at all the young children that are running for cover in Ukraine right now. Can you imagine yourselves having to go through that? So we're going to dismiss our veterans at this time, and if you all sit on over here, we have a program to follow. So who's ever in charge, or Dwayne, or Richard, or take charge? Poster style. Like we mentioned, our warriors, our Indian relatives, we have fought in so many wars. We're a warrior nation. We fought the Indian wars all the way. We still have relatives that are presently serving. Some are getting ready to go over to Ukraine. So pray for them as you live your daily lives over here and enjoy. Remember our veterans. Also, very few veterans served many, many years. Mr. Bill Soros here is a career veteran. He spent over 20 years in the military.
All the veterans go to the chairs, all the veterans. Ellen Wilson is one of the teachers here. I'd like to give all the veterans a blanket. All the Vietnam veterans and veterans that are here. I'll let So all your veterans, go to the chair over there, please, at this time. All the veterans. All right. Don't forget the hat over here. Alan said these blankets don't have DCs. Remember the smallpox. All right.
Fuck this guy.
All the veterans, Ronnie, anybody veterans? And you, Ronnie, you just do Ronnie, quite a few veterans in the crowd, come on over. There's quite a few. Some are teachers, some are board members, some are parents. Come on over, sit down. We're honoring you today. All the veterans, come on down. You will. I know there's quite a few of you. We'd like to honor you. I'm going to turn the mic over to Ben Blackbird to say a few words. Then we're going to turn it back over to Pat, and we're going to go right into our agenda. Thank you.
I'd like to welcome all the kids here. Pat yourself on the back for celebrating this day for the Vietnam veterans, and actually all the veterans that have served in wars or in peacetime. So I thank all of you young ones for being here. I went to school here at St. Francis. I was just like you. Went to school here for 12 years. I graduated in '64. And I think most of my classmates it's kind of emotional for me. One of my classmates that I graduated with went to Vietnam, my Tahashi Lyle Baldy. He fought in Vietnam, made it all the way to the rank of captain, and he made it home. My GA art collector went to Vietnam, made it home. He died, I think, a couple years ago. He suffered PTSD all of his life. My brother-in-law, Hiram Croydon Jr., went to Vietnam, made it back. In the old days, a long time ago, the way we used to deal with PTSD was when a warrior came home from war, from a battle, what we used to do was we take him to a powwow like this. And then we put him out in the middle and we asked him to tell us an experience that he had in battle, in the thick of battle. So he had to relate his story to the public, to the people, about something that happened to him while he was in war. And then after he told his story, usually he took something from there and gave a name to somebody, one of his relatives or somebody. It's important that warriors who go off to war and come back, the experience they have to get it off their chest. And traditionally, we did that by having them in public, telling their story to the public. And then after that, we have an honoring song for them. We sing for them. And then usually after we honored them, they usually gave away some. That's the first thought that hit me when I heard that March 29th was Vietnam War Veterans Commemoration Day. So I told my granddaughter, Shania, I said, we should put on a powwow and have all the veterans, Vietnam veterans who are still alive, come to the powwow and share something about their experience in Vietnam. Just a short, 3-5-minute thing. And then after that, we'll have the singers sing an honoring song and honor them. So that's the idea today. I just gave that idea to my granddaughter. People picked it up and they ran with it.
I'm not doing your guys' shoeing. I'm trying to hand it.
And turned into this powwow today. We have a lot of Lakota songs that honor our veterans. We have a song that's called Lakota 49 that was sung for veterans. And the words to the song say that the President of the United States called on me to go fight for him. So I did that. And he gave the powwow back to me. If you know Lakota history, they stopped the sun dance and all powwows at the turn of the century. When our warriors went to war, World War I, World War II, they eventually gave our powwow back to us. And that's what that 49 song is for. Long time ago, our warriors used to dance what they call a sneak-up dance. That's another veterans honoring song. And as these singers will demonstrate to you, Lakota have a lot of veterans honoring songs. So we're going to honor some of the veterans. But again, if we can ask some of them, you don't all have to do it, but some of them to come and share something of their experience in Vietnam or wherever. You know, if you fought someplace else. My son went to the army and he went to Iran, or is it Iraq? The Iraqi war. Somebody told me that everybody who goes to war comes back with PTSD. And sharing that is what helps you heal. So basically, that's what this powwow is. And in between, if they can sing some ragged songs or round dance songs, you know, if you kids are interested in dancing, we can have you come out and do some of those dances. The victory dance that we just did, going around, that's an easy dance to do. You know, it's just a fast round dance. You guys can learn it very easily. You can learn all the different songs that we have, all the different dances that we have. You can learn all those while you're going to school here. And you can have your own powwows and do all those different kinds of dances. This victory dance that we just did for the warriors, our grandmothers used to dance that. They hold a stick up in the air and they have hair hanging on the end of that stick, and they used to dance with that, waving that around. The white people saw that and they said, a scalp dance. It's not a scalp dance. Okay? Those hair that's hanging out there are our old relatives, our old warriors. When they were growing up, we cut their hair and we kept it. And that's what we put on those sticks. So when our kids grew up, went to war, and came back victorious, we honored them by dancing with their hair on a stick. So it's not a scalp dance. White people are telling us, hey, they scalp our soldiers, and they hang them in sticks, and they celebrate. That's not what's going on. Okay? We call that a victory dance. We don't call it a scalp dance. So those students who are learning about our traditions and culture, you need to learn stuff like that. Okay, remember. All right, I'll turn it back over to the chiefs.
Hold on. Ironwood, we need a veterans round dance hold on. So we can have all of our veterans, our students, our family participate in this special dance. That's why we're here, to honor the achievements and honor them. As you see, ladies and gentlemen, towards the right of where we're sitting, These beautiful flags that are flown honoring all of our veterans. And turn to the left of me, on your right we have the staff, the Eagle staff. And I brought a bonnet from way back in the Little Bighorn Battle. It's honored here, honoring our veterans and Vietnam veterans. So that bonnet is sitting right here in the middle, the second one there. So that is here today. Thank you. Birthday, Ironwood.
Like I mentioned, friends and relatives, Lakotas, we have all kinds of songs to honor our veterans, to honor our mothers. So at this time, we're going to go to Ironwood to give us one of those good old veterans round dance, Nasloha Wacipi. We're going to invite all of you that are sitting up there. We should be filling this whole gymnasium up to honor those that are sitting on the east side. Society songs, Kid Rock Society. Society song. Again, we mentioned earlier that the Vietnam War began in 1955, carried into 1960, and officially ended April 30th of 1975. So during the time, a lot of our relatives, they graduated in the 1960s, went right on into the Vietnam War. Probably at 19 years old. And it was one of the longest wars and took a lot of relatives during that time. So we're going to be going over to, I know on our agenda it says presentation of Vietnam War. I think we kind of did that. We have the explanation of the social dance songs, social dances, round dances, like Natasha Ben explained the Sioux 49. Sioux 49 represents the pushing back of the enemy. We have two individuals in the front, they dance with the flag. Then they turn around, there's a set of songs for that as well. So that's the Sioux 49. We also have the rabbit dance songs that were made for the warriors during that time when they rode the train from, probably right down the road here, Kilgore. They got on the train there and they left. Didn't know if they were going to come home, but they came home in a good way. So we're going to go, and since the day is celebrated, March 29th was National Vietnam Veterans Day. Thank you, D-Rom, for bringing us together this afternoon with Shai. We're going to go over to our host drum. Travis, give us another good Vietnam song. We want to make sure that our warriors are still here with us, and we're going to keep on dancing until they kick us out. So, hello, Travis, Thunder Shakers Vietnam song. Aqui hoje, Cupo. presentation that we'd like to take care of at this time in honor of our veterans. So if you'll have your seat, let me borrow one of your ears. I'm going to turn the microphone over to my aunt here, Linda, to do a presentation.
Vietnam vet my husband, who has passed on, made his journey, he served in the United States Navy, and he served during the Vietnam War. And he was a machinist mate, third class petty officer in the U.S. Navy, Sergeant Marshall Sr., on the aircraft carrier CBS-20, USS Bennington. October 1964 to June 1967, belonged to the Mountain Gulf Yacht Club, cruising up and down the coast launching aircraft. July 1967, in-country Vietnam, stationed at Da Nang, Vietnam, another port up north at Wai Viet, Vietnam, till July 1968. He was sent home end of July 1968 and separated from the U.S. Navy at Twin Cities Naval Base in Minnesota. And his name is Wacipi. And in 2010, every year the Rosebud Fair is dedicated to somebody. And in 2010, Rosebud Fair was dedicated to the Vietnam vets. And at that time, President Rodney Bordeaux issued a proclamation. And so, Harding received one, and I'm sure most of you have this at home as well. And I would like to read it. This is an executive proclamation of the Rosebud Sioux tribe. Whereas the Wokiksuye hold a position of high esteem in Lakota society due to the great responsibility they carry as protectors of the people. And whereas the philosophy of the Wokiksuye influences an individual to the core of their being, a way of life which requires great dedication and commitment to serve, strengthened by the Lakota values of generosity, courage, bravery, wisdom, a commitment which enables the Wokiksuye and required to give the ultimate sacrifice of laying down one's life in the line of duty while protecting the people. And whereas the respect and honor of the Wokiksuye and their way of life continues to inspire our young men and women to join the military, to serve our great country today. And whereas the records of the military show the commitment and readiness to serve of Native Americans who have the highest ratio of servicemen and women representing any ethnic group serving in the military in the United States of America. And whereas during the Vietnam War, many of our young Sichamu fought in this war, which continued for many years, affecting thousands of lives, an impact we still live with today. And whereas young Sichamu warriors gave the ultimate sacrifice during this war, making their journey to the spirit world on foreign soil, while others came home wounded in mind, spirit, and body. And whereas the Sichamu Lakota Oyate have not forgotten what our Vietnam veterans have endured and continue to endure on behalf of the people, so that we continue to enjoy the many freedoms we have today. Now, therefore be it resolved, it is with great humility, respect, and thanksgiving that I, Rodney M. Bordeaux, President of the Rosebud Sioux Tribe, on behalf of the people hereby dedicate this, the 134th Annual Rosebud Fair, August 27, 28, and 29, just joined the military and he went over there. He was only there for a month and he lost his life. His name is Carlos Yolanda. I come from a family of veterans, and from early on, from childhood, from the beginning, our family, we were taught to respect the military, to respect our veterans. And so today I want to thank you on behalf of my children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren.
Oh wow, Wacipi, Linda, thank you very much. We want to thank you for that. At this time, I'm going to turn the microphone on over here to Dira to share some words as well.
Hello, my relatives. Thank you for coming today. It means a lot. And Shai had messaged me the other night and asked me. I'm like, sure, I'm down. In the past, my uncle, I remember every one of you warriors because you guys all came to welcome home the late Sergeant Philip James Ike. And it was something to be part of there on top of Rosebud Hill and to have every St. Francis Institute warrior shake our hands. Definitely the most humbling moment of my life. Today, we want to honor the Vietnam veterans. I think when the war started, there was roughly about 204,000 Native Americans that joined. Oh no, out of 204,000 Native Americans that ended up perishing, 42,000 of them were Native. And so earlier I was talking to Dwayne Bear, and he said that in the past there was about 800 Sichangu who went to Vietnam. That's a lot of young men from our reservation. And that's 800, you know, that's all the young men at Todd County, St. Francis, and White River School. You know, that's all together. Mr. Badman talked about the missing in action and the killed in action. I used to work with the late Dolly LaPointe, and she reflected how it was very hard for her to sign for her young son Larry, who was only 17, and then he ended up being killed in action. And that was something that really, you know, it bothered her until she joined him in eternal life afterwards. I know that for so many of us, the prayers that our family kept, like it was stated earlier, we weren't allowed to go in the lodge. We weren't allowed to pray in public. We weren't allowed to carry tobacco with us. If they even caught us with soup in our car, they throw you out, take everything out of your car. You know, things like that were hard. And in my family, my mother had 2 brothers, and her oldest sister had 2 sons. So there was Lawrence and Leroy, and Georgie and Dwayne, all in Vietnam. And besides that, along the river in White River, we had the Berryhills family, Henry Berryhills. There was a lot of them, Alvin. And so even though the United States government could take our young men and have them do their dirty work, they still didn't allow us to pray in the way that we wanted. But that didn't stop us. My family, they had lodges just about every night for the boys. And that's like a lot of families here on the reservation. It was the Holy Choka that kept them going. It was the prayers in the lodge that kept them going. I remember one day my Uncle LJ told me that he got off the bus or the boat in San Francisco. He told me, he said, I got to that stop sign, he said, I thought I saw a bicycle man real tall standing across the way. He said the light said walk, and it was Lester Sixtoes. But you know, so it was really good thing when they met up over there. I remember when my Uncle Philip came home, a gentleman, a Vietnam veteran from here in St. Francis, told me of his Kahanshi 2 Eagle, that he had just heard his voice on the radio. And then he heard his Kamashi had left. So, you know, things like that our warriors carry with them since 1968, since 1971. These are the stories of our veterans that have only been passed on around the table. You know, they only tell you these. Some of them will not talk about it. My uncles were decorated Vietnam veterans, but they would not join a legion or post. One was a sniper in the United States Marine Corps, the other was a Green Beret combat tracker. He was one of the only units to use a dog, and his shuba was named Shane, and that got him everywhere over there and brought him home as well. But what he came home with was 47 confirmed kills. Imagine taking the lives of 47 people and then having to come home to Swift Bear and transition back into life. That's not possible. So when they took away our song and dance, they took away some of our healing. And today, we're going to keep that healing going with our Vietnam veterans. Every child that's in here today has a veteran to thank. Whether it's Vietnam, World War I, World War II, we all have somebody to thank so that we can walk around and just be us. So with that said, I would like to thank the Vietnam veterans and their families who have come today, as well as all the other branches and wars. Today in attendance, we have Dwayne Hollowhorn Bear, United States Army, 6970. Richard Badmel, who is the principal, 75th Ranger Unit, Vietnam. Anthony Castaway, United States Marine Corps, Vietnam. In the hospital in Rapid City, we send prayers to Nicodemus Speedy Fighter, United States Marine Corps, Vietnam. He is also a mortality trust. We honor Pat Blackout, United States Army, U.S. Army Airborne, Vietnam. Today we honor James Chasing Horse, Vietnam. Today we honor Ivor Crowinkle Jr., Vietnam. We also honor Ivor Crowinkle Sr., Army, World War II, and Korea. Today we honor Ken Webby, Vietnam. Today we also honor Robert Kelly Sr., Vietnam. Today we honor Harvey Marshall Sr., Vietnam. Today we honor Earl Bordeaux Jr., Vietnam. Today we honor Lawrence Hyatt, United States Army, Vietnam. Today we honor Leroy Hyatt, United States Marine Corps, Vietnam. Today we honor George Ryan, United States Army, Vietnam. Today we honor Dwayne Ryan Sr., United States Marine Corps, Vietnam. We also honor Philip Hyatt, Korea, United States Army, who's now home as well. I would like to say thank you to you veterans that have come today. I owe you everything, and I'm thankful. My mother, when I was growing up, my mom and sisters were very hard workers, and it was her Vietnam veteran brothers who raised me. They gave me who I am as a Lakota Lee. They gave me language, they gave me land, they gave me appreciation for life in general. So I just want to say thank you from my heart. You have life. You have love now, so.
All right, we're going to honor our veterans like the Afraid of Thunder. veterans ang lana mukshila pilana na si la kucha de yo happy. You know, our veterans here. Okay. But some of our warriors have Indian names, so when they, one of them might come up when they have an honoring song, we could give the singers your Lakota original name, your Lakota name, not the government name, but the Lakota name. That's how we present it that way. Due to HIPAA, there is about over 800 names, but through the Privacy Act, we couldn't mention all the names right now because of the Privacy Act that was taking place, and it was announced over the radio station here. Quite a few veterans kind of got mad and were a little upset about that. But due to that privacy, we have also Ron Mortal signed into you, Ron. Thank you, Ron. And also want to say much, so we're going to take it on over to Speed of Thunder.
Kyo. Thank you. Kenny, you know, friends and relatives, Ben was talking about when our warriors go off like this to war the unknown, they compose songs for them. So the song that you just heard was made for my Kashi Tyrone head. And I know that when I came back from being a year overseas, my mother, my father, my Lekshi Ben Black Bear Senior, they put on the pump. And my father made a song for me at that time. So all these warriors, they have songs that were composed for them. And we're going to take this time to honor individuals in that way. So we're going to go to Ridley. And we're going to honor my two Lekshis over there, Dwayne and Richard. And honey, they bring them into the center with their Lakota names like this when they come home. So Lekshi Dwayne, Ray, Nitasha, Wayakia, Yoniham, Oloa, Wajinicha, and Richard. We're going to honor these two, and then we're going to go to another two individuals by the Ironwood Seniors. We're going to come around and honor each and every individual. Also want to acknowledge one of my fellow Marines here, A.J. Stevens. He comes from the San Carlos Apache Reservation. He's been here in Rosebud for many years. So Redley, we're going to ask you to sing an honor song for Dwayne and Richard. At this time, maybe we've got relatives that are here. We submit these veterans in a good way to the center. I was telling Matashi Keith here that when word comes home, there was a song for them. Echa, Zania Wakuo, this is me, I'm coming home in a good way. But Redley, if you would kindly share a song. And I forgot the senior has a concession stand. So go over and walk over and bring me a soda. Ciao. Lekshi, Dwayne and Lekshi Richard. They're going to sing you a beautiful honor song rendered by Ridley. Stand by. And then I'm going to ask Ken Whiting and Bill, if you have a Lakota name, share it with Ironwood. They will share an honor song for you as well. So on that, Ridley. Heliaro. Once again, we're going to invite all the friends and relatives of Dwayne and Richard with this beautiful honor song rendered by Ridley. One up. to sing a beautiful honor song for Bill Soares, a career veteran, retired from the military, and also Ken Whiting. We're going to take this time to honor you as well. So Ironwood, if you would, give us that good wood song. We're going to keep dancing and dancing and dancing. We're going to eat at 4 o'clock, I believe, 4:15. But it's a beautiful day to gather with a lot of our beautiful relatives. Again, I take this time to thank Nira and Shai for putting this on and bringing all of you together. You know, like they were saying, you know, our warriors, they never talk about their exploits. Our grandmothers used to say, when you get up and start talking about, they call it be ready to feed the people. And that is why a lot of our warriors never talk about what they've seen. My Uncle Percy was wounded in World War II, and he never talked about anything. One day his company commander came from Colorado Springs with a bullet, and he said, this is what they shot Percy with. So we never knew that Uncle Percy was wounded in action, because he never mentioned that. But his company commander did. So that is why a lot of our warriors, they go through a lot of suffering because they never release. A lot of them come home from military, they go right into the sweat, they get wiped out, and then they go back into the communities that they reside in. So a lot of these guys that are sitting here, we're going to ask you to share a story later on. You can do that in public. But meantime, Ironwood, Wana, Ken and Bill, you both. Yeah, Dwayne said it's about the name of Smokey Bear.
Indian name Smokey the Bear. Anyway, we have a presentation by the Student Council. It's Awareness Week for the Student Council, so we're inviting the Student Council to come up. Oh, we're honoring them for a successful Wellness Week. I believe there's about 16 of you. The student body, come on up. I want to thank you for a job well done here at the school. Thunder Shakers will have an honoring song for our student body here. And then we'd like to honor you, all of you here for represent the school and the student body and making things very possible for St. Francis Junior School. So they'd like to give you a gift and say thank you. Job well done. The buses are coming, so they like to clear that area in the parking lot. Buses are coming. So around 3:15, 3:20, the buses will be coming. So gonna clear that area. You know, I want to thank the student body here. Thank you. Thunder Shakers. Chante. Thunder Shakers, Chante Wacipi. She's a representative here of the student body. Oh, how's cool. Chante Wacipi. Thunder Shakers. student body for the Awareness Week. Wopila Fukahecha. Oh, huh, we're gonna go right over to Afraid of Thunder, Rabbit Dance song. There's a lot of rabbit dance songs, and there's a veterans rabbit dance song too, so. All right, we're gonna go with, hold on, Thunder Shakers, we're gonna honor Pat Blackout, and Rod Bordo, yeah. Pat and Rod Bordo. We are Galuta LP. Afraid of Thunder, Vietnam veteran song. We are Galuta LP. Oha. All right, Thunder Shakers. Afraid of Thunder, here we go. 2, this might work. All right. Thank you for the beautiful honor and song. Thank you. Afraid of Thunder. Reminder, our cars are parked in a way for the buses to come. So we'd like you to repark your car. So please repark your vehicle. The buses are coming through and that's the way they pick up our students. Dwayne needs a boost. I don't know how far up, but he needs a boost. Wow.
I think the buses come in right where the turnoff is, right over here. So if there's some cars that are, I think cars are parked in the middle, but there's some that are on the side, going around like this. I think that's what they're talking about. I think the buses come through there, so just be aware of that.
Hey, Ricky, I think we're going to be coming to you, he said, for a rabbit dance song. So give us a good veteran rabbit dance. Akichita, grab a partner. We're honoring you today. Grab a partner, but you can't grab each other. Dwayne, don't be looking at Rod or Richard. Radley, masticha la wakichita. fecha, yellow. Yeah, we had a name too. Do we want to recognize? They wanted to recognize Ivor Kroigo Jr. He's no longer with us, but he's also a Vietnam veteran. We're going to be going over to Ironwood. Ironwood. Wow. Hold on, Ironwood, we're going to give him a little breather. So before we go there, like Sheep Dwight's going to share some words here.
Well, you know, students and relatives. In the Lakota language, we have a term called kola. And they say that term was reserved for someone who you grew up with, who you like to do things with. You hung out all the time together. And I heard my kola's name mentioned here. Him and I went through school here together. You see the banner up here that says 1969, the first championship cross country. Well, we didn't run, but my little brother did. But we were the class of 1969, me and Ivor Kroigo Jr. And crazy as we were, and the kolas that we were, you know, his number came up because they had the draft back then. I said, what are you going to do? He said, I got to go in. My dad's a World War II veteran. He won't let me get drafted. So he said, go with me. Let's go to Rapid together. We went up there. And 2.5 hours later, I was signing up on a buddy program, Go Army. So we graduated high school here together. We spent 4 years here at St. Francis. And then we went into the service together. And then that buddy program didn't last very long because we got split up. We went to different bases here in the United States, and we went different units over in Vietnam. But I just wanted to say a few words on behalf of my kola. He went home to the spirit world, but he wasn't kola. We did everything together. We were crazy in those high school years. A few years after, he got married to this one pretty girl and started his family. I got to know his family, his kids. And where is Claudette? She's around here somewhere. See, I know I saw her here somewhere. Anything comes between you and your kola, it's going to be a woman. And Claudette did that. She came between me and my kola. So she took him, and I don't know. But we had good lives together. You know, sometimes when I talk about my memories from high school and Vietnam, my family, I always mention my kola, Ivor. We were here. There was 4 of us together. Here there was Bonehead. Everybody knows my Bonehead. Gerald Boneship. And Yo-Yo, Alfred Eagleman, and Ivor, and myself. 4 of us that went through high school together. Yo-Yo, he tried to go in, but medical condition, they wouldn't take him. But Bonehead went in. He also served in Vietnam. I should have put his name on the list here too. Gerald Boneship, he was also a Vietnam veteran. But I just want to say a few words on my kola, Ivor. Go on, my kola,
So Ironwood, if you would kindly give us a good memorial song in honor of, in memory of Ivor Kroigo Jr. We talked about Georgie Arnold. Okay, Jake. In khaki, you're on.
it's honoring memory of my Tanashi Ivor Corrigal Jr., Vietnam vet, also graduated here from St. Francis Indian School. Jalila Wokila Tlaka Chalo. Dwayne's cut all of his change, and he has lots of 50s and 100s. He's looking for that dollar bill. Hey. I had 100 BPS token. Boy, his wife ruled him somehow. Also want to Ironwood. Jake, come on over. They'd like to give you some gas money. Say, won't be like Kaka. Also, Carmen would like to give you some gas money on behalf of the White Horse family. Donate to Ironwood. Go ahead, Willow. There you go, Jake. Jake is selling insurance. Don't forget Thunder Shakers would like to honor Kola Anthony Castaway, also Vietnam veteran. My uncle Kenny Horstikin was a Vietnam veteran, and my dad, Vincent Horstikin Senior, was a Korea War veteran, and also my grandpa William Croigo was a World War II veteran. So I have veterans in my family, on my mom's side and my dad's side. So Anthony don't have a La Torchache Indian name, but Kola Ring Thunder Powell, I will honor you there and will give you a Lakota name that you can carry on from that day. So Ring Thunder Powell's coming up. I want you to be there, and we'll do that for you. We'd also like to honor my Tanashi Pat here too. So Anu Kasaho Shila Ijapik Salo Kushka Travis Yacho Anu Kasa Ukshila. We're going to honor Pat and Anthony Castaway. Trinity honors both Marines. Still. Silver Shipping Ally, you need to move your car.
Guess I'm gonna have to go out and do bus duty.
there's a Shibin and Pala. I'd like to have that move. Thank you very much for a beautiful song there, Thunder Shakers, honoring my Tashi, Pat Bad Hand, a good friend there, Anthony Castaway. They like to have most of these cars we park because the buses are coming through around that circle, so our students can get on a bus so they can get on home. I want to thank the student body, the administration, the principals, superintendent, all of you. Thank you for allowing to honor our Vietnam veterans and all of our veterans. Lila Wokila Tunka Henchalo. And also a reminder, you know, some of our veterans didn't receive their given name, their Lakota name. Sometimes because when they went to war. And some of the families have that belief in our oral tradition belief. Go ahead. So I invited my Kola Anthony, Ring Thunder Powell, that I will give him his Lakota name, invite him there. And that way he'll be honored in that way. Chalila Wokila Tunka Chalo. Also the United States Marine Corps, Vietnam, memorial song, Afraid of Thunder. And then we're going to come back around and Pat's getting ready here, so he's reading all of the lists. But there's a total of 800 Thank you, Afraid of Thunder, for honoring a memorial song. And before we kind of wrap things up, we know it's been a busy schedule and a lot of honorings that was taking place in honoring our veterans. Any veterans want to come up and say a few words at this time? Bill Cerise, like to come up? Daryl? Yeah, come on, speak behalf of these guys. And I know that they need a spokesman.
Good afternoon, everybody. I would like to thank all the veterans that showed up today for this honoring. This is your day. Today is your day. You know, like I said, you know, they talked about you didn't get that honoring when you came back. You know, so today, this is just a little bit of it. To try to show that appreciation for what you did for the Lakota people. When you came home, you know, it was hard, tough, but you survived, you know, so, you know, there's a lot of prayer that helped you get through these times, and the times are tough, but we as Lakota people have to pray for each and every one of us, no matter where we came from or which conflict we were in, because it was hard when we came back, because sometimes nobody didn't know what we did, the things we had to struggle through to survive in the military. And the military back then is really tough, really tough. So I want to thank St. Francis Indian School, all these drum groups that are here today for the good sacred songs that they sing. Very good songs honoring the veterans. Honoring the veterans that passed on. You know, their spirit is here today with us, helping us get through this day for the families. And to the students, thank you, Wokiksuye. You know, you learned some history today, a lot of history of what these veterans went through a long time ago. And I hope you remember that. Because one day, that decision might come to you to decide whether you want to go to the military or whether you want to go to college. Sometimes, it's a hard decision to make because we don't know which way we want to go. But through prayer, it will help you get through that decision. The decisions are getting harder and harder each and every day with all the conflicts going around the world. We want you to come back. We want you to decide what you want to do in your life, to make your parents proud. But what you decide is going to be the best decision of your life. Which way, whether you want to go to the military or to the school. But education is important too, because nowadays you need an AA or a BA or something to get one of those high-paying jobs. Make your family proud and go get that. It's there. It's free. It's right over there in Ethel. SGU. Enroll in there. They got all kinds of classes that you can take, all kinds of trades. Then you'll decide which way you want to go in your life. But I want to thank Wokiksuye to all these veterans that are here today. Thank you. Welcome home. Welcome home.
All right, thank you, thank you. I believe we're going to go one more time around with veteran songs with Red Leaf, Ironwood, and Afraid of Thunder. Then we're going to go back to the host drum to honor our flags and our staff. So, ready. And honoring veteran song, Vietnam song, Ironwood, Afraid of Thunder, and our last one will be the Thunder Shakers. Go ahead, Jim. I'll turn it over to Kashita.
All right, we're down to our last round of veteran songs. We're going to be inviting all of you. Chokanta huge up in Wacipi. We don't every the honor of our veterans. So make it a good one. Red lip anytime the air. One. Thank you, thank you. Hey, we're gonna keep our dancers on here. We got intertribals, on our veterans. We got veteran song. Ironwood, give us another veteran song. Don't let that sweat roll off our veterans. They've seen more sweat in the war. Ironwood and a bow, you know, get bow before they sit down. That song belonged to the late Mr. Dave White, another Vietnam veteran of the United States Marine Corps. Song was composed by Kenny Merrick for Dave White. Yeah, Uncle Dwayne, you better behave now. Tony is here. Or I did the other way. He was sitting still till you came. Now he's up to every song. Afraid of Thunder, we're going to come to you for another first closing song of our round of Vietnam veteran song. I want to thank all these young ladies that are out here dancing. Wacipi, when to keep dancing, you need to carry our ways furthermore into the years. I want to thank you again for gathering all of us. So Anna, Afraid of Thunder, give us a good Vietnam veteran song. Thank you. A bit of thunder. All right, friends and relatives. You know, there's always a beginning, there's an end. So today we celebrate a beautiful afternoon with the Vietnam veterans. March 29th for the National Vietnam Veterans honoring. So before we close here, Thunder Shakers are going to be coming to you because you're our host drum. We're going to be calling upon my Tashi Ben to render our closing prayer. We're going to be eating at 4:15, I believe it is. Then we're going to go to Thunder Shakers for the flag song and our exit song. So we want to thank Ridley, Ironwood, Afraid of Thunder, Thunder Shakers for being here this afternoon with each and every one of us. We had a good little afternoon of gathering. Those of you that are still here with us in this building, we're going to ask you to rise for a moment as we call upon my Tashi to render our closing evening prayer.
I'd like to thank Tahashi Pat and my Tahan for announcing. Thank all the singers for coming and all the veterans who are able to for showing up. And this thing happened way beyond our expectations. You know, it was a good celebration, and I think we need to do it again, probably. And we need to honor other veterans as well. You know, the Iraqi War, Afghanistan, you know, those people as well. And at the same time, I think you gave a pretty good education to our young people who were here. They need to learn about this stuff. So it's important to educate our young ones so they can carry on with what we are doing. So again, thank you, and hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Now, let me say a closing prayer. Veterans, once again, thank all of you that came this afternoon to celebrate. Want to acknowledge again one more time Vera and Shai back here for gathering all of us together this afternoon and had a beautiful Indian aerobics for a while. Now we're going to go right on over to... Oh, hold on, before we do that, the two ladies would like to acknowledge Mr. Paul Hardy. Make your way this way. You are the next contestant on The Price is Right. Come this way, the ladies would like to give you a beautiful blanket. Oh yeah, all the veterans would like to have you get your staff and your flags, who's ever in charge, man your duty stations. We're going to be closing off our afternoon here. Nathan. Mason. Hey, they've changed your name. Mason, come on over.
Oh, Daryl's in charge. I went to a gathering one time and they said, color guard. But this elderly man, he had left his false teeth at home, so he said, okay, color guys. So I named them all color guys. Jeez. Yeah, when I acknowledge even those of you that served in front of Walmart and Kmart. Joe White, he served 5 tours in front of Walmart, shaking that bell, Salvation Army. Why not? We got some more, okay? Go ahead, Daryl, you're in charge. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Two, 1, 2. Oh, thank you very much. Hey, we finished right at 4:15 according to the agenda. We're going to be eating at 4:15. We thank the veterans. I think they're still standing out there. Shake their hands and say, Wokiksuye. In the meantime, be safe. We'll see you at the next call, the next gathering.